I remember you having a really big first stroke in this race that almost Tim wasn't ready for.
Yeah, I was quite quick off the mark. I remember I used to go. Henley, it's quite good if you go on the. Well, obviously the guy drops the flags. You can go on the drop of the flag rather than what he says. I remember Tim saying that he got a little bit caught out about that. But yeah, we had quite a quick start in general actually as a four.
They're using one of the old Leander boats.
I'm not sure. I remember paddling with them, or they would like we did obviously everyone's rowing before the regatta starts, and they were paddling at the same time as on one of the Monday Tuesdays, and they took like 500 meters out of us, and they started off behind us on a row down the course, and I was at that point I was like I'm pretty scared because they absolutely motored through us. I think they got to like overlap, and then we were like, we're not gonna let these guys through. We're gonna put a bit harder here.
Did some of them get a silver medal at the World
Champs? I think two of them from the Aussie 8, and the other two were the guys in the Cox pair that beat Tim at the Worlds. So Tim rode the Cox pair at the Worlds the year before and lost to two of the other guys in this Aussie 4.
And here you are.
Yeah. So it must have been Tim. Tim needed a better stroke man to win the Worlds. But yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite races ever. Really, it was pretty good opposition, and it was like the definition of a drag race where both crews go as hard and as fast as they can for as long as possible, and it's whoever basically stops first loses.
So that your race plan for this race was just to go out hard as you can?
Not quite to that extent. I think in the stroke seat, you've always got to be a little bit cautious of doing that. Yeah, not tepid, but you want to be aggressive in everything you do. But if you blow up, I mean, you're quite pivotal to what the other three guys can do. I was also a little bit. I had quite bad compartment syndrome at this point. It was one of the like when it was at its worst. So I remember being quite nervous about my forearms. And after this race, they actually got infinitely worse. Like the Saturday and Sunday race, they were pretty bad. But I remember in this race, them holding up just enough. They got progressively worse throughout the regatta. So I'm quite glad we raced these guys on the Friday, because I don't know if on the Sunday, when my forearms are a bit worse, then maybe it wouldn't have the same result. But I always remember the boat was like always moved quite nicely, very little check. Blade work could have been better at some stages, but I used to just try and, I remember our whole point of this 4 was just to try and be as aggressive with the rhythm as possible, and just try and get out as quickly as possible, hit a really, really good rhythm, and just keep moving away every stroke. Don't take anything away from the boat. That was the main thing. 3 really good guys in that boat. All knew how to row really, really well. None of us were massive on the erg. I think
Barn was quickest, but not that year. No, he went like 5:54 once.
I think that was a few years. I don't know if he went that quick. No, I think it was 56.
Yeah,
but I think our erg average was probably over 6 minutes.
Yeah, 6:03.
Yeah, something like that. 6:02, 6:03. We made, and I imagine the Aussie guys would have been well quicker than that. But we just made sure we got the most out of the boat. I think we did that pretty well.
But like looking at those Aussie crews, just the rhythm just doesn't look as good. Like they just don't look like rowing with the boat as well. Whereas it looks like you've got good surge to the boat and you just pick it up on the rise. Whereas they just look like it's just almost ripping through that front end just too hard.
Yeah, I think that's that's what we worked on in Bagnolas. It was just kind of timing that speed of the boat.
Yeah.
Like catching it on the rise was like a massive thing that we worked on, feeling it in the feet, and no check. I think that's such a underappreciated point of people just check the boat loads, even in all sorts of rowing, from amateur to professional rowing. Checking the boat is actually the worst thing you can do, because I mean you're just taking away all the effort that you put in. I actually remember looking up at the 40 mark here, and being a bit upset that they got the time wrong, or that there was like, I knew what the record time was and I knew what we'd actually gone like a few days before, and we'd gone quite a bit faster. So I was like, a bit annoyed that we weren't going quick enough to the K there, but actually I think it was more than quick enough, really.
And like when you're sitting, nearly a length up here, are you still trying to control the race? Or
No, not in this race. Like on the Saturday race, we sat a length up the whole way and were complete control of this race. This one, because it was like a proper drag race where they would start edging back. Then they start edging back around here actually, and then we make a final move to kill it just before the humpback bridge. And then that's when you're in like you're in complete control of the race. But here it's still nervy.
Yeah, you can see actually they have that push.
Yeah.
Now it's like we've got a length now.
That's it. And once you've broken that contact, it's a lot easier. Yeah, and that was it. And then it ends up, we managed to be able to take the rate down last 250.
Nice.
Because we were so far ahead, really. And we'd broken that kind of elastic, and we won the drag race.
So winning this race, does that give you that much more confidence for the next day? Because against the under 23s?
Yeah, I think we knew that if we won this, we were going to win.
Yeah.
I know that sounds stupid, but we knew the standard of the other guys entered, and we knew these guys were going to be the best guys.
Very nice.
Great memories. Look at that.
Leisure.
Yeah. I think that's the most pumped I've been after a race. Actually, absolutely love that. Yeah, it took quite a bit out of me. Good race. Thoroughly enjoyed it.